All right, this is the Fast 3D mask with polypropylene lining and a nose wire pocket. So you will cut your fabric. The dimensions are 10.5 by 7, I believe it was. Yes, 10.5 by 7. Mine's actually 10 because that's what fit. I could fit 2 on the strip of polypropylene. The what I bought was 20 inches, so I could actually I just shortened them just a little bit. So yeah, all right, so I've done this one. These 2 are right sides together, and then polypropylenes, because we're gonna sew this and turn it inside out, so we want the poly to end up on the inside. All right, next we're gonna mark 2 inches, 2 inches diagonal, and then cut these corners off. We leave a gap so we can turn it right side out, and you want to be sure to turn it between these 2, not between these 2, because you want these to be the outside and the poly to be on the inside. Now I have stitched this and turned it. I'm gonna do the top stitching now. This is a part of my modification is I use, this is wire I just already had. So a lot of people like to use the flat tabs off of bags of coffee, or cut pieces from like tin foil pie pans and things like that. But I already had this in the garage and I've been using it on all my masks that I've made. So, and I have loads of it, so it's been working great. So I just cut about 3 inches and turn the ends under. So I put this in and put one, there have one in here where that's right up here at the top. And when I do my top stitching all the way around, I'll just swoop around the wire to hold it in place. This one, the tie-dye looking stuff, is going to be the outside. So I put it between the poly and this side so that when you're wearing it, you've got 2 pieces of fabric between your nose and the wire. So this is the edge with my wire. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stitch down to the edge of it. And I'm going to turn and go this way just a smidge to get at the end of the wire. And then I'm going to come back around and just around it. So just to lock it in place. Next step is to fold across these corners here. We're going to stitch this way and the same thing this way. We get the burrito. Next we're going to create these folds, and you can see that, I hope you can see kind of how that goes because of the 2 different types of fabric. So props to the other video that I watched that said look for this N shape, like it looks like a capital N. A backwards one there and forwards one there. So you're taking this flap and kind of going this way until you get that N shape and pin it. Most of the patterns call for just a loop of elastic that you, of this round elastic, or you can use a flat elastic, not this wide of course, but I prefer ties. And I just use t-shirts, and I take a t-shirt and just snip off the bottom of the t-shirt and keep going to get lots of loops. And this is like one round of, I don't know, probably a medium or a large t-shirt that I cut into 4 strips. And so we're gonna just take each one and tuck it under that little triangle right there. And so there is, so that it can be tied around the back, which I prefer because it always hurts my ears and I wear glasses. So that's what I do. And if you prefer this to be an ear loop, then you can stitch these in, you can make a loop and stitch it, and then like tie it the right length for your ears. Or there are little, you can use a craft bead or a toggle bead to go on here so you can slide it and make it the right size. I ordered toggle beads, but they're not here yet, so I can't show you. So, but I like the nice soft t-shirt fabric. The stitch pattern is going to come down here and then up and then down across the strap, and I'll probably go over that twice, and then down here over this twice, back up the diagonal of the N and back down. And here's the finished product. So like I said, I like the ties. They keep it really nice and tight across my cheeks, which helps with fogging glasses. And I also like that when I undo it, it still hangs on to me, right? So I don't have to touch it. I don't have to drop it anywhere. And this one I actually made slightly smaller than the other one. The other one I think will fit my fit, you know, like bigger faces better. Tom has a bigger face than I do. And this one's a little bit smaller. And so it's not quite as high up underneath my eyes, but the nose wire keeps it nice and tight. So you can see it's not fogging up my glasses. I think I'm good. Yeah, it's comes under the chin, and I'm talking, and I feel like because it's not right on my mouth, there's room for resonance, and I really feel like that it's clearer. It's easier to hear me, even though I look definitely like a duck. Quack. So here's just a little close-ups of the finished product. I'm not the greatest seamstress in the world. Nothing is really straight and fabulous, and that's okay. Imperfection is beauty and handmade, right? So I actually did some of these one side out, I mean, with this fabric on the outside and some the other, because I like both. And you can see it's pretty sturdy, stands up. The polypropylene you can wash in the washing machine, and you can dry in the dryer. According to my research, dryers don't get really above 200 degrees. And the polypropylene's melting point is 350 degrees. So an iron would melt it, but not your washer and dryer. So yeah, there you go. Enjoy.